Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon, and in the last episode we actually completed chapter 16, also known as Battle for Altaeum, also known as Prince Marth taking back his homeland. And if you guys can actually notice, I actually have a completely new camera now, and it's been 4 days since I did the last episode. So, if I'm a little rusty, that's why. I've been trying to set up this camera for about 4 days. And actually a little bit more than that, because I had to set up a lens, I had to make sure that it was, that I got sent safely, I had to also make sure that I also had something to set it up on, and with that, let's do this. Into chapter 17, I believe it's called The Star and the Savior, and I have all our characters selected. We were allowed to bring, I believe it was 16 units. Yeah, definitely, because we have Julian, so we have all 15 we like. We also have Julian, which is our extra. Also, in the last chapter, we got... Technically, there was 3 recruitable units, but you can only have 2 because one of them is not allowed to be recruited depending on which village you go to. So, you can either get Samson or you can get Aaron, but we always get Zane, thankfully. But... with that, let's do this. Chapter 17, Star and Savior. So, Marth, you've come crawling back to your homeland just to die. I am Lord Medius's most formidable servant, Molzask of Basilisk. You're too late. Too late. Your mother Lisa has already breathed her last, and your sister Elise is in Garnef's hands now. It's all my doing. If that angers you, why don't you see if you can defeat me? And with that, we now try and take down the castle of Altaeum and every single villain that is inside here. So, first off's first, we actually have a ability to finally use our power rings. So, I'm actually going to do that. So, Caeda, now with 9 strength, in the not need to have to use an Elysian Whip, or whatever the actual upgrade ability for the Pegasus is actually called in this game, we actually can use our power rings now. So, we're going to actually use all of these on her, and actually from 9 strength will actually dramatically raise her up to 17, which is insanely good for her because she's been able to do no damage pretty much the entire game, and now we actually have the ability to do whatever we want now. So with that, that's actually perfect. So with that, we're gonna actually start moving our units, and we also want to make sure that one of them actually goes down into the bottom section, and I believe it's Hardin that I wanted. Yeah, Hardin was the only unit that I didn't fill out his inventory slots. We actually have to have him go all the way over to this shop down here. And the reason for that is because we actually need to buy 1 bridge key. I don't know if there's multiple bridges that I need to open, but I do know there is going to be 1 in a future chapter. I made sure to count up all the door keys we needed, and I think I have all the door keys we need. We only need 1 bridge key, which I couldn't get in the last chapter. Hopefully it does say we can get 1 this chapter. I'm going to hope and pray that actually works. And with that, actually we can just walk right into the throne room based on this model. I actually didn't think we would be inside the building. I thought we were going to be spawning out here. Oh, that's actually really good. So this map's not even that hard, actually, because we have all these units. Oh wow, actually, now that I think about that, I'm gonna redo that. I actually didn't even notice how close that was. Let's just do the fast forward. Just speed this up real quick. Sorry about the maxed out speed for the music. I actually didn't even notice where we even spawned until literally just now. Yeah, that's not even a movement I want to even try and make, because I didn't notice that there was mages here, and that we were just moving him into basically death, if I can basically say. So yeah, that was not a safe movement. But with that, let's see here. I believe the best case scenario here, I don't think we just want to door key this, it looks like. So first things first is we want to open this door up, actually. So Bantu, since I don't know that you have 2 door keys, we're actually going to use you to open up the first bit. So you use your key, and you're gonna block off anyone that comes near us, since we know you have 18 defense. So we should be perfectly fine with you. I'm gonna use Julian for the treasure chest over there. So Julian, you're gonna actually make your way over here. He has no levels since we got him, so basically he's starting levels, level 3. So I'm gonna hope he's able to survive anything we send him to. I'm heavily doubting on him being perfectly fine, but you know what, it's not the worst case scenario, so honestly we could probably make do with that. Other than that, we also need to make sure that Zane has somebody perfect for him that he can actually transform into. So Zane, I want you to actually transform into Minerva. That'll give you extra movement speed, but also give you some really good stats, since Minerva actually has some pretty good stats as of right now. I forgot exactly what it was, but it should be pretty decent. Yeah, 15 strength, 11 skill, 15 weapon level, 8 speed, 5 luck, and 17 defense. Honestly, the speed could be nicer, but honestly, it's not the worst thing that could have happened to us. Also, I have a feeling that... oh no, Minerva can't jump over that. I was hoping she could move here and then go through this pillar section, because usually the pillars let you walk through them. But it looks like maybe this is actually a wall, and if it is a wall, that means we have to hit it over on the either an archer or anyone with the long range. And Minerva's not actually the safest person to do that, since the 11 sword only does 7 damage, and we do know that. So we're also going to make sure that Hardin's making his way down here, because I completely forgot that we have to reset his movement. Okay, perfect. Other than that, there's not really much we could do with our movements right now. The only other thing I can think of is moving Abel here with Drog, and maybe bringing... trying to think the best case scenario. Kane, I want you to go all the way up here, and then you can maybe deal with the thieves up here. Lena, I want her to stay on the right side of the map so we can make sure people are getting healed. Let's see here. Navarre, or Ogma, I mean. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got the hero crest in the last one, and I did say I would do it off camera, so that's why we have Ogma as a hero now, which is actually really cool. And we also got some other things to deal with, which is pretty cool. We have all our low-leveled, non-promoted units. I ranked them to level 20, since I felt like we could use the arena just to max them out, just because they're almost done anyways, just to make sure they're all set in stone for now. So that's definitely really nice, so now we don't have to worry about leveling people for now, and we actually can just mess around whatever we want to move our units, is all we need to do, honestly. And then we just need to use our power ring on Caeda real quick, and we are done with our turn, I believe. I think that's all we really need to do. I don't think it's really safe to move Wolf too far out without making sure the mages are gone. And also we want to make sure Wendell is moving up as well, because he's going to be your healer on the left side of the map. With that, I believe our turn is officially over. Okay, so let's see how our first enemy phase goes. Oh, I actually did not expect them to actually be able to attack Lena there. I actually should have checked for any kind of long range from these guys, and apparently they actually had some. Oh, this guy's holding an 11 sword. That's the first time I've actually seen a enemy unit use one. That's actually kind of cool to see. I actually really like that. Okay, and we actually don't have to worry, because the knights aren't going to make it to us. They're not like drawing with 9 movement speed because of those 1 pair of boots we found. I'm so glad we found that, by the way. What are they doing? Fortify? Why are you fortifying with full health units? That makes no sense. Okay, I don't think... yeah, I didn't have a javelin on you, so I should have seen that one coming. The mage can't attack us, which is really good, so we get a free attack on that mage. I don't know what the thieves are going to do. They might just start running for it. Honestly, if I was those thieves, I'd just run as far as I can from the enemy units that are chasing down me as we speak. So, honestly, yeah, I would probably run for my life. I'd probably not even go for the treasure chest. I'd probably just try and find an exit, like a ladder or some form of stairs, or maybe even just try and climb out through the walls, or just try and find some kind of secret passageway out of here, because these thieves, they're not going to make it. I'm 100% about that one. Okay, first off's first. how do we want to make our movements? We want to make sure that the thief can't just run for free. I believe the best case scenario here is to move Drong here, and it moves us so close to this enemy thief that no matter what happens next turn, we can actually just run him down because of the fact that Drong has more movement speed than this thief ever will. So, Drong, you just use your silver sword here, and do as much damage as you can. It looks like all these units are long range, which actually doesn't help them too much because of the fact that the longer your range, when it comes to actually melee units, is actually a hindrance to you because of the fact that it drops your hit rate so low that you really can't do much with it. So honestly, it's actually not really helping them that much. Okay, Cain. I want Cain to get rid of this mage over here. As long as we get rid of these mages as quick as possible, it drops as much damage possible that we can possibly take, which is actually really good. And 23 damage is one shot for that mage. He didn't even get a chance. Okay, cool. Another one down. Wolf. I don't think this is a good idea, but it might be. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of the best case scenario here. Abel can go forward, maybe, and get rid of you. Get rid of this mage. Use a silver sword to make sure that you do a 100% accuracy hit. And also to make sure that you do a random crit out of nowhere when you literally look like you have zero chance of even getting a crit. Okay, then. I'll take it. It's free. Okay, so Wolf, I know I can heal you with Wendell, so this is actually really good. Use the silver bow on Wolf. I don't know if he's gonna get the free double, because there's maybe a chance that this guy doubles me instead. And he actually doubled me, and there goes Wolf. Okay, I'll be right back once I have a better plan with that turn. Oops. Okay, so, what happened with this turn is I actually didn't save a bookmark, and I accidentally loaded the bookmark instead of turn rewinding, so the units are in a little bit different spots than they normally would be, but I believe we have basically where we were. We got rid of the same units. The only difference is that they might have been they might be in different positions. I don't know for sure. And then these guys for sure moved in a different position. They were both, one was here and the other one was right here, I believe. But this time around they moved in a straight formation because of the units that are in the positions right now. And I also moved Hardin into the shop so he can get his bridge key, since I felt like you guys didn't want to watch me just buy one random bridge key because I really needed one. Because there's only 2 bridges in this game, based on what I looked up, because I wanted to make sure that we didn't have to worry about buying keys ever again. That's the only thing that wasn't blind with this playthrough, other than the recruitments that we get, and the doors and bridge keys and stuff like that, and how to do the Falchion quest and stuff like that. So other than that, and also the vendors, the secret vendors, because I needed to know about those just in case if there was anything special that I might have wanted to do on video, because some of the vendors in these games for secret ones are actually really cool, so I didn't want to mess around and miss out on some of the cool ones. This one, I believe, has a spell called Thoron, which is a really good attack. It's actually a 100% hit rate chance, with a 13 might for magic users, which is pretty good based on what I read. And there's also Swarm, which does apparently 16, but also has 70% hit chance. Basically, the Bologna that our Merrick is using, and Wendell, of course. But honestly, 16 damage is nice, but we miss so often with the Bologna as in general, that honestly, do we really want to deal with that? Because we can get 13 and hit pretty much every attack. That sounds really good. So honestly, I want to go for that maybe. We already have one inside our convoy. I haven't used it yet because I wasn't sure if it was good or not, so I saved it this entire time. So I might end up just pulling one out instead of trying to go for the vendor, because I don't know how easy it's going to get to. All I know is it's right here. But the thing is you need a VIP card in this game, apparently, in order to even get inside them. I believe I remember something like that in one of the games. But honestly, I'm kind of confused, because I think it was only in one of the ones that I played, either like Blazing Blade or Sacred Stones, I think, because I remember something about the secret vendors. I don't think I did the secret vendors in Sacred Stones when I played through that game, but I think I did in Blazing Sword, or Blazing Blade, so I think that's probably the game with the VIP card, I would guess, because of the fact that that one's the first one in America, so that would make sense that if there was a VIP card, it would definitely be inside that game. It was probably called, like, the Silver Card or something like that, honestly. That's basically what I think I remember. I'm drawing blanks because of the fact that it's been so long since I played through that, but honestly, I feel like that's right. With this turn, we should use our second power ring, since we did rack up 2 of them throughout the chapters, and we saved them since. I believe the first one we got was inside Princess Minerva's chapter, and then the second one I think we got, actually last chapter, I think. We also got a Draco Shield in the last one, which I did find out how much defense it actually gives you. It's not like the other things where it's giving you like 7 or 5 or something. It actually only gives you 3 defense, so honestly I felt like maybe using the Draco Shield on Marth would be a good idea due to the fact that he's not going to get any more levels, so he's capped out for the time being until we either use special items to increase him like these. So honestly, I think the 3 defense would be nice since we have the 7 resistance due to the talisman that we got, and also the 14 defense is not bad on him, honestly, due to the fact that he's not going to be growing anymore. Which is unfortunate, but honestly, it's still pretty good. He's really good in his levels. They could be better, honestly, but honestly, he's not like one of the worst units we have. And for a forced unit we have to have on our team at almost all times, it's actually really, 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 really nice. And also, I also need to heal poor Bansu because he actually got hit by that lemon sword instead, so he ended up taking 7 damage. He only has 15 HP, so yeah, or 18 HP, so it's not the highest, but he really does need to make sure he at least gets a little bit of a heal, because I don't know what's going to happen on this chapter. I really don't. I feel like we're going to be, in the reinforcements are going to keep racking up and racking up to the point where they're going to be a lot more dangerous, because we keep running into reinforcements, so there's no chance that the reinforcements aren't going to be a thing. So we should prepare for the worst, basically, is what I'm saying, because based on the Port Warren chapter, due to the fact that we ran into, I believe it was like 148 reinforcements off camera because of the fact that I didn't even know what was going to happen. And yeah, there's quite a lot of reinforcements on that map, so I wouldn't doubt that the later chapters would do that to you, honestly. So I'm just gonna be honest, I don't know what we're gonna be dealing with in the near future. If they're gonna throw 148 units at you in a early chapter, oh, Swarm, talking about Swarm, yeah, I have a feeling that maybe the later chapters are gonna be maybe even worse with the reinforcement amounts, because I think that's to warn you how hard the game's gonna get, honestly, because they were all knights. They all had 16 defense, I had 2 mages, and that's about it. And that's how I got rid of all of them. I had to actually fight through every single one because I didn't have a warp staff stack. So yeah, if that says anything, I don't think our future bodes well if they randomly do a full general rush or something with 20 defense or something weird like that. Because honestly, I wouldn't put it past this game to do that to me at this point. And also, it looks like we might be able to finish this chapter in... Actually, we might be able to do 2 chapters in this episode, honestly, due to the fact that we're pretty much going really quickly through this chapter, since I didn't expect it to be this small, honestly, for how big the map is. So this actually isn't that bad. It really depends on what happens. There could be reinforcements that make this map 10 times harder, and who knows, honestly, but I feel like Silverbow would be really smart here. It might get, yep, it did get rid of the Mana Keep, which is really good. Okay, 1 Mana Keep down, and a level, and that's one of his last levels there too. Weapon level, speed, max HP. At least it was 3 stats instead of just 1. I'll definitely take that. I don't think anyone over here took any damage. Abel took a little bit, but it's not the worst thing. Drog, I want you to get rid of this guy here. Get rid of one of the thieves. I don't think they can run through me, so I don't think we need to worry about that. As long as we hit him once... Oh, he actually survived. Huh. I actually did not expect the thief to survive. How much damage do these guys do, actually? Because if they do decent damage, we might not be able to throw just about anyone. Okay, 6 damage. They're weaker than Caeda ever was. So we're actually perfectly fine to do whatever we want here. Let's see here. Honestly, I think the safest option here... Oh, wait a minute, the thief. Can he run to a treasure chest from where he is? I don't think he can. He has 7 movement, right? Yeah, he does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He can't. Okay, perfect. Okay, that makes it much easier when I want to do this turn then. I want Wendell to go here. I want Wendell to also do a Bolognon, because of the fact that we do know it's going to pierce through this guy's armor no matter what. So I feel like that would be a smart idea. As long as we don't miss here, it would be the perfect scenario. And he didn't, thankfully, and there we go, 36. He actually gets his first level in probably the longest amount of time. I think he's been on 14 for quite a while, honestly. And he got some skill, which means he can get some more crits, which is really nice. Okay, Abel, I already know what I want you to do. You just use your silver sword, because I already know that this is going to pierce through this guy no matter what, right? Almost. 21 damage is nothing to scoff at. And I don't think the thief's going to do anything close to the amount of damage that he needs to do to pierce your armor. As long as we stay away from this sniper here, I think we're perfectly fine, honestly. Honestly, I wonder if Julian can pierce the thief's armor over here. I don't think he can, honestly. 5 defense, yeah, he can't even pierce it. And I don't think he can get to him, right? Let's hear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we don't need to worry about Julian's movement. Okay. Other than that, it seems like we're pretty much safe here. Other than that, I feel like we can easily just move our units any way we want, and we can perfectly do whatever we want. Honestly, I feel like moving Merrick there would be not smart at all. Oh yeah, but he's the only one that can hit through there, though. Worst case scenario, we can move Lena into position and heal, or just use Psychic from long range. Okay, let's do it. Merrick will be able to outspeed this guy, so he's not going to attack me twice. As long as we do a little bit of damage to this guy. Oh wait, the healer's on the opposite side of the map. That could be a problem. It might not be the worst thing, though. They'll heal him, he might not do much, and then maybe we can... maybe he'll misposition himself to the point where we can do whatever we want, maybe. And it's always a possibility. And it looks like it might be much worse than 70% chance of hitting, because that looks much lower than the 70% that our Bolognons have. Huh. Okay, maybe the Bolognons only... Oh, we got a swarm. Ooh, we'll definitely take that. Yeah, store them for later. We don't need it now, because the only thing we could do is either drop it or store it. So, I would like to store a 16 might weapon, honestly, because that's going to be nice for later. I don't know if our rapier breaks dragon armor or not. I'm going to say, let's move Marth here, because I don't know what I want to do yet. I don't think Caeda or anyone else can even deal with the other people on the other side. I think, yeah, our left side's perfectly done. There was also a house down here that we still need to check out, so let's move hard in here and see what's going on with this house. And let's see what's going on. If you have a VIP card, you can access a members-only shop. Its location is a secret, even I don't know it. And apparently, based on the little hint that they gave me, apparently it's right above the actual shop here. So we just need to move through this pillar on our left, and we can make our way there. Since, basically we're done here, let's just move Navarre over here, and I guess just figure out what's going on over there. We can move Minerva with them, just in case if anything happens here. It looks like we're gonna be safe, maybe? I'm gonna say we're probably safe, but just in case, our units shouldn't be too far away from each other, because I don't know if there's reinforcements, and if there is, hopefully they're not strong, because they definitely could be, depending on how much the game wants to kill me today. I'm just gonna be honest. Also, I'm gonna heal Merrick just in case if this archer somehow gets some like really lucky hit where he does like pretty much most of my HP in one attack. I feel like that should be our turn though. Okay, let's see. How does the game want to hurt me today? Honestly, I don't think it's gonna try too hard, but you never know. Oh, they're not. Oh no, they are. I thought they were gonna let me get away with the free... Oh, Fortify didn't even really heal him, did it? Oh, does Fortify not heal in this game? Oh, it might raise, like, resistance or something. Oh, no, he did the same amount of damage, so... Maybe defense? Strange. Very strange. I like it, though. We don't have to worry about that guy running for it. Okay, we do need to get rid of that thief, though. The thief is running for the hills, and I do not want him to get a free chest. Because I want to make sure that we get all of these, since I would like to at least make sure what we're missing out on, at least, if we were to lose one. So, best case scenario is... Best case scenario is actually running Abel straight into this mage here. And then silver sorting him for the better chance of knocking him out. As long as we double here, we should be fine. Abel should have enough HP to survive anyway, so we're perfectly fine there. And the only thing we really need to worry about here is the sniper on the other hand. I do have an idea of what I want to do. Oh wait, we have a javelin. Ooh, wait a minute. I'm just gonna javelin him then. Okay, Drog, throw your javelin. You need to make sure this hits, buddy. Oh, I didn't do enough damage. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I do have an idea. We do have a saving grace here, so either way, if this goes... Since it did go bad, we do have an idea on what we can do. The idea is we throw in a unit that is more than likely going to get rid of the thief and make it so he can't just run through and take any of those items. So I do have a plan. So thankfully we do have a warp staff, and that's the idea. So we're going to teleport a random unit in there, and that's going to give us exactly what we need. Other than that, I don't know. Oh, we could have thrown... Oh no, Abel still wouldn't have made it, honestly, so... Let's see here. Just heal up Abel, since he is a little bit low. We do have multiple men staffs, so there's no point to not heal him, just in case. Kane, you just go as far as you can, buddy. I don't think you can make it. Yeah, you can. It's close enough, honestly. Okay, so, what we do want to do. Who do we want to transfer over? Someone that's not going to get one-shotted. Someone that's definitely going to get rid of him. And honestly, who I think will do this perfectly would definitely maybe be... I feel like Bantu. I feel like Bantu can definitely do this. Okay, so warp Bantu. Oh wait, actually it might be Navarre actually, let me make sure. Ogma, how much movement speed you got? 20. How much movement speed does this random thief have? That is definitely the problem here. 13 speed. Okay, so I think Navarre or Ogma will definitely be able to outspeed this guy in case we miss. So what we want to do is we want to warp Ogma, since Navarre is already on the other side and I don't think Lena can make it to him. Yeah, let's throw Ogma over here. He is a little bit low on HP, but I think we'll be fine. I don't think the sniper is going to one-shot us. I highly doubt it. It definitely could happen, but I feel like this should be a safe option here. As long as Ogma hits once, and down goes another thief. That's all the thieves that can take our items, and that means we got free reign of the treasure room here now. Anyway, we also got another door key, so the door key we wasted on the actual throne room is actually worth it. Thanks, game. I'll definitely take a free door key. Okay, I don't think this guy can attack me from range, so let's just use Merrick. I'm gonna go for Hellfire because he's gonna heal it anyways, so let's just do a little bit of damage just in case, because you never know. He's also got one of those mage stones as well. Oh! Mage stones block magic damage. I did not know that. Huh, who would have guessed? Okay, that's good to know. So don't use mages on mage stone users. Got it. Okay, perfect. Well, that's unfortunate that Merrick's not going to be able to do any damage here, but he really didn't need it anyways. No damage to him. Okay, so Rapier does 0 damage to dragons. Got it. He only does 8 damage to us, so honestly, we can easily heal that, so it's not the worst case scenario. Honestly, Zane, what turn did we change him? What turn are we even on? Turn 4. We turned him on turn 1, so he won't turn back until turn 6. Okay, perfect. So Zane should be able to go here safely, then, because of that. So Zane, you use your silver sword, do a little bit of damage. I'm pretty sure you won't double, but you will do at least a little bit of damage because of the fact that you are Minerva right now. Okay, he's going to counterattack. He's going to do 5 damage. That's not bad. Oh, we actually do double. Okay, I'll take it. That's 12 damage. He should only be able to heal, I think, like 10 or 5. So, honestly, that's not the worst case scenario. Okay, Navarre, we still don't have that VIP card, though, so we can't really go inside there yet, so what do we do there? I guess just find it. I don't think I want any of the items anyways this time around, so I'm gonna just move Navarre into I'm gonna say it's either here, or maybe this little area. This place looks a little suspicious. Maybe it could be there. I don't know anywhere else it could be, so I'm gonna say probably that's probably our best movement here. And I guess Minerva really doesn't need to help him get to the rest of there. So I guess Minerva, I want you to do another 12 damage to this guy, and that should be a perfect turn, because this guy loses out on about 24 HP, and we basically get rid of this boss pretty much easily. So it's not the worst thing, and it looks like the map did last a little bit longer than I expected, even though it was shorter or smaller based on what I said. So it looks like this won't be 2 chapters. I wasn't too sure, because honestly, I would like to do a 2-chapter episode one of these days, but usually the idea was that if the map is long to the point where it hits past 45, there's no point in trying to do another one, because some people can't watch more than 45 minutes to... Sometimes they can watch to an hour. I don't expect every single person to make it to the end of the video. It's nice if you watch the whole video, because then I know you guys really like the stuff and you have the time to sit down and hang out with me for a little bit, which is always nice to see. I don't think we need to move Hardin, though, by the way. He's too far from everyone else, so I'm going to say end turn. Let me make sure. I want to make sure that her whole movement is done. Yeah, her whole movement's done. We left that guy with, like, basically 3 HP, so this is pretty much easy. Other than that... Oh, he's actually attacking me. Basilisk, I call upon your power. Burn these arrogant punks. I actually didn't expect him to talk to me, because I attacked him with Marth earlier. And now he actually wants to talk to me now. Well, I'm breaking my rapier on his face. I hope this doesn't count as, damage to it, because that could definitely be a problem if it does. I don't think this guy can even Oh! Okay, I did not expect that to happen. If I'll be honest. Critting in this game doesn't really happen that often. I'll be right back, right after these messages. I'm joking, I don't have ads, so I'll see you guys very soon. Oh, no, I did not expect that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so thankfully the archer missed this time, and we don't have to worry too much. I didn't bring Marth up to the Morzos guys, because we already knew he did no damage, so there was no point in me breaking my rapier on his face. So we saved up a little bit of charges of our rapier, in case I didn't check to see if it actually started breaking, but I also didn't start attacking him with Merrick either. So we did save all on not wasting charges of any weapons, so thankfully that was nice. Other than that, we just gotta get rid of this little sniper here, and we're actually perfectly fine. other than that, I think we're perfectly fine to do whatever we want here, because all we need to do now is just break this open, and then just see what's going on here, because the only thing we really need to worry about is a sniper here, and then as long as we do enough damage to at least drop him, we're actually perfectly fine. So let's do the safer option, and make sure that Cain can actually come in this room. If he can, then we can just go with Ogma, because Ogma can actually get experience. And if Ogma messes up here, we can just run in with Cain, knock him out, and we're perfectly fine from there. So I'm gonna go with the safe option, and thankfully Ogma did indeed knock him out. So there we go, and there we go, level 2 Ogma. Skill, max HP. Could be better. I would've liked some strength, but honestly, you're doing decent on your strength. 12 strength isn't anything to scoff at with 20 speed. So, honestly, it could have been worse. Well, Zane can't get any levels, not doing any damage to this guy, so we probably shouldn't try to knock him out with Zane, but we can do a little bit of damage with Zane. So that's always on the table for possibilities. So, let's try this. Okay, you need to do at least 12 damage. As long as you don't crit, we're perfectly fine here. Here comes his 5 damage, which we know is always going to be 5 damage. He won't ever double us, which is always nice. Zane did his nice 12 damage, that's all he needed to do. And now Minerva just needs to go in and sweep in the victory. So we can at least get rid of these mannequins. And after that, honestly, I'm not sure. The healers are just standing on the other side of that wall that we have to kind of just run over to them, and I don't feel like it's really necessary to run all the way over to the healers on the other side. That, ooh, speed ring. I wonder how much speed that's actually. I'm gonna store it for later. We'll check on it in another episode. But, other than that, all we really need to do is get these treasure chests. So, I think the best thing to do here is to do a cut, and then I just tell you what was inside each and every one. And with that, I'll be right back. Okay, now that we're back. So, now that we've seen all 6 items inside those chests, I can actually tell you each and every one was, since I didn't want to have you just wait through me opening 6 different chests. That just seems out of place, so honestly, just skipping through that makes sense to me. So, what we got out of those chests is, one is a warp, one was a devil's sword, which is basically like the devil axe. Basically, if you crit, you'll more than likely knock yourself out because you're gonna do over damage, and you do all that damage to yourself. So honestly, it's just better off that you don't use one of those weapons if it's like the ones in the future games. So basically, don't use those. 15k gold, which is good. A secret book, which I believe is the ability to raise our skill cap. So that's always nice, so we can use that on somebody. We also got another Draco shield, which we'll be throwing on Marth and then in the next chapter, if I can speak. And also a Paladin's Honor, which that means we can either use it on Cain, or you can use it on Abel, because we already used our 1 on Harden. So, with that, we also got our VIP card. So, what I needed to do, and I'll show you what happened also as well in the near future, what I did was I had to teleport Navarre over to this side of the map, because I was wondering where my VIP card was, because I thought it would be inside the treasure chest. And, lo and behold, I was wrong. I had to use one of my warp charges in order to go to one of these little mages. I made sure to get the right one, so we do have the VIP card. So it's going to be the left mage, or curate, or whatever you want to call them. Technically they're mages because they do turn into mages in the future, because if you use a bishop's ring, they will turn into a bishop, so they will be able to use magic. But I made sure to get rid of the curate. We got our VIP pass, which that means we can go inside these secret shops, but it's due to the fact that, yeah, this happened. Reinforcements. Thankfully, Batu has been holding the fort because he takes 0 damage from these guys, and they moved in the worst possible position due to the fact that this guy only has a steel bow. We actually have free reign of this map because they can't do anything. They literally just skip their turn and give me a free turn. So, if that says anything, that's actually perfect for us. And with that, we're actually going to be ending this chapter off right here. So, let's do this. Let's do one create bookmark just to make sure to save it. And throne, let's do this. And now, officially, Altea is now officially ours again. And with that, no more enemies of Dolor, Grust, or anyone else have our castle anymore, and we are finally back home.
Well done, Prince. With this, Altea has been liberated. The people are so happy. Just listen to all that cheering. Do you hear them? Glory to Marth, the Prince of Light.
And with that, to be continued, but like always, we usually check out what the next chapter holds. So let's kind of see what we're dealing with in the next one. Just to kind of see, kind of like a small little sneak peek, because I like seeing sneak peeks. Because usually there's something pretty cool in each chapter. Looks like we can only bring 15 units, including Marth. Not bad, 15 units. That means every single unit we would have used, except for the Julian that we brought for the treasure chest, of course. And honestly, 15 units means every single unit we use currently, so that's actually really good. Looks like a arena, some shops, two normal armories, which is good. We also have some, nothing too scary. Maybe this guy might drop a paladin's armor because of the fact that, or paladin's honor because of the fact that whenever we see a promoted unit, they usually drop their items, and they usually that would promote into that unit. So honestly, I have a feeling we might be getting Cain and Abel into their paladin forms in the next episode, which should always be cool. Looks like nothing too dangerous here. It's a bunch of horsemen, that's for sure. So basically, every single person's a horseman on this map except for this one curate. That's surprising. Just one curate and a bunch of paladins and other things. And this man is back from the dead to try and kill us, this time named as Sternlin. I was gonna say Sterling, honestly, but apparently he's not called Sterling. Also, he has lower defense than most of the generals we fight. Or, honestly, that's not scary at all. So, with that, we will be heading off into Chapter 18 in the next episode, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. And also, I hope you liked the whole new camera angle and all this other stuff, because I really hope this was all worth it. So, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.